I first saw this revolver back when I first played the game in 2019, and since then it has stayed the same ever since. It was difficult to identify the revolver as it is poorly modeled, but I am almost certain that it is a Frontier model. It's such a shame as this revolver sports a unique feature and a backstory. But anyway, let's get into that. Designed by Joseph Merwin, a weapon designer in the American Civil War, he partnered with the Hurlburt brothers to produce this revolver in 1876, and later produced 3 other variants of the revolver spanning till 1887. Unfortunately, his death was soon followed by a bankruptcy of the company, which was soon bought out by Marlin Firearms, the proprietor of the Marlin shotgun, which you can learn more about in the top left corner. Fun fact, the revolver was quoted to be the strongest revolver by the Massachusetts Rifle Association, and it was sold to the Russian Empire. Moving on to the mechanism, the single action was chambered in the 44 Merwin, which was like other 44s at its time. The weapon also had a 7-inch barrel, nickel plating, and a unique reload mechanism. The way it worked was the barrel was turned 90 degrees to the right and pulled forward, which would quickly eject the spent cartridges as fast as the Model 3 revolver. Lastly, if it wasn't obvious, the thing holds 6 rounds. As for things that aren't so obvious, such as the damage, with it being a 44, we can assume it would have similar damage like other 44s, like the Model 3. And with that being said, I'd have to say the damage would range between 20 to a generous 35. And if you're wondering about the damage / bullet drop off, as well as the headshot multiplier, I'm just gonna throw a wild guess and say it's gonna be similar to the Le Mans. As for how you can get it, I'm hoping it can be sold in the gun store. It's only fitting, as it has stayed in a gun store for the past god knows how long. Besides that, it will probably be in the sidearm skill tree in the progression update. And as for the auction house, I don't see it being an auction weapon as it lacks the aesthetics like other auction weapons. Well, that's all for the Frontier model. It's such a unique gun, and will fit perfectly in the roster of other wacky guns the game has. But I can be sure about one thing, and that it's gonna be fun once it's in the game. Anyway, I'm 360, signing off for now, and tread carefully in the Wild West.